In this video, I want to show you how a very quick, easy, but very functional way of building a cane. Today I've got a piece of aspen, this quakey aspen, both for the main shaft of the cane and also one for the handle. And I'd like to show you how to use the brass T-handle coupler and how to join this part with the handle, again to make a very decorative and functional cane handle. So the tools that we'll need is we've got our wood, we have the T-handle coupler, we also have the screw that it comes with, and that helps to secure both pieces in place. And I'll also be using the Veritas Tenon Cutter. Veritas Tenon Cutter is like a big pencil sharpener, and using this I'm able to put an exactly 1-inch tenon on the end of that log, both for the main shaft and also on the handle. If you don't have a tenon cutter like this, what you would do is you would mark your stick and cut and whittle either by hand with a knife or with a saw or something like that to kind of whittle that down to exactly a 1-inch diameter. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put this into the Triton Super Jaws, anchor this in place. Next, I'm going to come in on the end of it using the Veritas Tenon Cutter. Make sure to be just about as straight as you can, and take this and cut that end off. Okay, so I can test this on the inside of this handle. You see that there's a ridge. It goes in maybe about 3/4 of an inch or so, and then it has a stop there. So what I'll do is I'll fit this over on the end, and I want to make sure that this is going to rest up against the top of that handle. So I put it in there, and I'm right against it. I can look through the hole on the inside of this handle, and I can make sure that it's making contact. So I'll set that on there. I'm going to go ahead and loosen my cane. And next I'm going to take a pen or pencil. I'm going to come in on the end like this. I'm just going to make a mark on the inside of that circle. And that's going to tell me where I need to drill a hole for mounting that screw. So now I've got this. Okay, so now I have that mark there. Next, I'm going to take the handle and do the same thing. Cut the same size tenon on it. And this tenon will be a little bit longer than the previous one because we're going to have this coming through the handle, at least about that far. So this one will be just a little bit longer. Then the same thing, take my tenon cutter and cut a tenon over on the end. Okay, so we've cut that. Let's test it and see how far we want it to go. So I do need to go a little bit farther. I normally like to have just a little bit hanging out on the end so I can kind of round it over with a sander or something. Take that. Notice it's a very secure fit. Again, if you don't have the tenon cutter like that, you just cut a 1-inch tenon. You'll whittle it down with a knife or something like that and take that down. But just a little bit more. Okay. Check that again. There we go. That's about where I like to have it. I've seen some people take them and hang out a lot farther, and that's okay too. But I normally take this about that far. Now with the sander, I can kind of round this over and finish that off. So I'll connect this here. Now on this one, I want to do the same type of thing. I want to get the handle in a position where it's comfortable, for my hand to be on there. And I'll take it on the bottom, and again, I'll place a mark so that I know where to drill. So I'll take this and make my mark there. Okay, so I know right where to drill. Next, I'm going to get a drill bit. Okay, I'm going to take and drill a hole right where that connected. Don't have to go too far. And now also, I'm going to take and drill a hole into the top of the stick. Okay. Now I have a hole drilled in the center of the stick, right where it was going to connect with the brass handle. Next,